In this video, we'll talk about writing numbers in scientific notation and then using those to multiply and divide with a scientific calculator. Let's first start with this 4,320. Writing that in scientific notation would be 4.320 times 10 to the third. Now technically we don't need that last zero here, but I put it in there just so I could show you what's going on. So write a number in scientific notation. You write the first digit, the first non-zero digit, and then point, and then some other digits after it, and then times 10 to some power. This some power tells you how far you need to move that decimal point. So here, this is kind of written in code. We're saying take this decimal point and move it to the right 3 places, 1, 2, 3, to arrive back at our original number. So let's take a look at the next one, that is 0.00000000704. To write this number, we're going to write 7.04 times 10 to the what? Well, we're going to be moving it backwards to get back to our original number. So we're going to be going in this direction. And how far do we need to move it? If we had placed it right here, we need to move it back once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 places to the left. So we're going to put times 10 to the negative 11. And that's kind of written in code. It's what I always say is it's kind of writing this number in code saying, here's the secret message, 7.04 times 10 to the negative 11th. It means take this decimal point and move it to the left 11 places. And that's what we would do here to get it back to its original form. Okay, so with that in mind, let's write this whole thing in scientific notation. So let's write this as 4.32, we don't need the zero, times 10 to the third, multiplied by 7.04 times 10 to the negative 11th. Okay, that's in the numerator. That's all going to be divided by 8.35, and of course you would normally just say 835, but just for practice I'll continue with this. 8.35 times 10 to the second, because we would have to move that decimal point 2 places to the right to get back to its original form, multiplied by 6.35 times 10 to the, let's see, how many places? If we put it right here, how many places would we have to move it? 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, so it's 9 plus 2 is 11 places. So those are the numbers written in scientific notation. Let's bring up a calculator and calculate this. So I'm just going to do the numerator first. I'm going to type in 4.32, and then a lot of scientific calculators have EXP or E for to mean times 10 to the power. So that capital E is short for saying times 10 to the and then third power. Multiplied by, I'm going to put this number in now, 7.04 times 10 to the is that E. And this calculator has the negative sign is the same as the minus sign. Some calculators have a specific negative sign down near the bottom of the calculator, so look out for that. Okay, I've just multiplied the numerator there, so I'll say equals, and now it gives me a number in scientific notation, 3.042. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget it. That is, oops, that was 3.04128. 3.04128 times 10 to the negative 7th it was. Okay, that's all going to be divided by whatever we get in the denominator. So let's bring that up. Let's bring the calculator back up. and divide this. I'm going to clear everything. 8.35 times 10 to the second, so E2, times 6.35, and then EXP, or capital E for E, or 10 to the power of, and then 11. Some calculators have a double E. I know Texas Instruments uses that double E instead of EXP, so it means the same thing. You'll see that on the calculator. This capital E means times 10 to the, and then here we have 11th. So equal. So now in the denominator, 5.30225. Let's try to remember that. 5.30225. 5.30225 times 10 to the, it was the 14th. Okay, so good, we had that right. So now I'm going to divide these two numbers. So let's see, you can see most of the screen there, most of my calculator screen. So I'll put in both of these. 3.04128 times 10 to the negative 7th divided by 5.30225 times 10 to the 14th. That E button, or exponent button, means times 10 to the power of 14 equals, aha, 5, and it says to express your answer to 3 significant digits. So that just means these first 3 digits, 5.7, and then it's going to be a 4 because we round up. Because of the next 5. So 5.74 times 10 to the negative 22nd. 5.74, there we go, times 10 to the negative 22nd. Okay, I hope that helps.